EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Tiburon Championship. Hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. We're here in the state of Nevada getting set for what should be a wonderful day of golf. Wolf Creek Golf Club is the site for the action. And Frank, this really is the definition of desert golf. It is spectacular.
The green oasis, Rich, amongst this canyon area is just something to be seen, really. It's hard to imagine you can actually build a golf course like this. Elevated tees, huge changes in elevation, and you're sort of weaving your way around this magnificent sort of topography. And to be honest, I've never really seen a golf course like this. It's just an oasis. Amazing.
Frank, they say you have to ride the wind. Boy, he got all of that one.
Got every ounce out of the conditions.
Appears to be tracking well. Oh, just a superb shot.
You're not going to see much better than that all day today.
And getting ready for the putt. It's a -2 early in the round. Frank, you need to be a bit of a rock climber just to get to this second tee. 445-yard hole. What a view.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from that.
Now the second shot here to this par 4 second.
Well, you took some yardage off that tee shot because it's playing downhill, and the second shot, well, you might have to add a little bit on because it's going to play slightly back up the hill. Green has 3 different levels. Be very important you get the ball on the right level. That bunker on the right, if you come out of it a little bit because that second shot's slightly uphill, there could be a little bit of a problem, especially if the flag's all the way in the back.
So on the putting surface and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second.
It's at sneaky distance.
Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
So just a formality here. Nice par to remain at 2 under. Now on to the first of the short holes here at Wolf Creek. Uphill shot, Frank?
Yes, it's going to play a little longer because of that. Then it's 227 yards off the back tee. Hard to imagine you have a par 3 in amongst this desert. And really, that's all it is. Tee and green. There's not much in between. Well protected, as you can see by those bunkers. And this green a little smaller than what you'd like for a hole that's around that 230-yard mark. Safely on deck.
and it makes the green in regulation. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
No damage done. Made the par. For those of you just tuning in, we're checking in now on our featured golfer here at the fourth. Frank, you have to be impressed with what you've seen from the golfer so far.
It's rock solid. The ultimate of professional, doing exactly what you should be on a day like today.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
That is classy.
Yeah, chance of going in.
Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business.
Yet another birdie and yet another tie.
Now to the par 5 fifth hole. Cut it over the ridge here, Frank?
Well, if you can, if you dare. And there is actually a stream here. I know we're in the middle of a desert, but if you can clear that stream, that's the main thing. This is a crazy looking tee shot because it looks like you want to go down that left, down that canyon area, but if you don't know the exact distance you fly the ball, then you're going to be in lots and lots of problems. Those collection of 3 bunkers down the right side, as long as you can avoid that, then that second shot to this par 5, that's not overly long, it's just under 500 yards, is certainly reachable. Second shot will play uphill to a elevated green with, once again, 3 different levels. The great Bobby Jones used to say the hardest shot in golf's the next one. Judging by that light, it's not going to be too hard.
Frank, straight uphill with this approach shot, what do you have to factor in terms of club selection and setup over the ball?
Well, you're going to have to take at least an extra club to make up for that added elevation. And also, it's tougher to get onto that front foot.
Good-looking shot right here. You cannot hide the flagstick from that man inside of 5 feet. So a tester from 4 feet. Frank, this is some sensational stuff here.
Eagle to tie.
Frank, you surprised to see that name on top of the leaderboard?
I am surprised to see the name, but not that style of golf leading. It was great performance, especially tee to green. You don't often see people start that quickly.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today it's live second-round coverage of the Tiburon Championship. That is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Settles in over the putt. Yet another birdie and on the march, 7 under for the tournament. Now to the par 5, 12, pretty big hole with a really big green.
And a really good blue area to the left, called water there. That's to be avoided off this tee, that's for sure. A good drive that avoids all of that. And then the hole is certainly reachable, but as you can see, water creeps in again, back right on this hole. So just don't get too cavalier here. A 5 wouldn't be the worst score. I know you want better, but believe me, seen many a 6s and 7s racked up here at 12.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee. Well, with a good shot here, Rich. This eagle on the cards, hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage. Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. That's a beautiful shot, and that sets him up for a really easy putt. These putts keep the round together. I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace, it's hard to be critical of that.
Made par yesterday, this one for birdie. You can see why this player has been compared to a young Rory McIlroy, featured golfer making birdie and now sitting comfortably inside that cut line. 13th hole here at Wolf Creek, and Frank, anyone can say, oh, I'm going to take this one over. Few can stand up and say, I'm flying this baby clear over the mountains.
Yeah, if you take the direct route, obviously it's going to be much shorter than the 350 yards that it's measured as a dogleg right. So the direct line, well, I don't want to tell you the exact yardage because it might give you too much of a clue, but it might be worth taking. It's going to be a blind tee shot, though, and you're not quite sure on the outcome.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he's thinking on that.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Birdie try up next. Frank, this is a player in full flight right now.
It looks too easy right now.
14th hole here at Wolf Creek. Time to pull out the driver and as well the phone because you want to take some pictures here. What a spectacular view.
Stunning. You can see a whole panoramic sort of 360 degrees right around this golf course. Then when you flick back and actually look at the 14th hole, bunkers, 3 really in play with the tee shot, as you can see, the other 3 just up by the green. Anything to the right of those is preferred, unless you want to be playing your second shot out of the canyon or the bunkers. Green should be fairly receptive, and 3 distinct portions, which is sort of a common trait here at Wolf Creek. That's sort of 3 different tier levels in that. But let's see, birdies are to be made at Wolf Creek, maybe even one here.
Frank, how impressive has this round been considering the strong winds?
Oh, it's remarkable, Rich. You look at everybody else out there struggling. This has been a round to savor.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. Really starting to shine, moves to 10 under for the tournament.
Well, Rich, 2 rounds in the books, and it's easy to see why the leaders are on top of that leaderboard.
Excellent performance, but still a long ways to go in this tournament. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Tiburon Championship. This one has a chance to be close. Terrific golf shot, and now that for an easy birdie. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Getting set now over the putt. Man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Just a couple of feet. So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. Frank, the par 5 12th is another case of a hole where you see that Wolf Creek Golf Club can actually be kind of scary, daunting. When you look out at the desert mountains, and then you add in some water, which we have here on the left, and you can go for some big numbers here if you're not careful.
Well, this is where the Wolf and the Creek can take a bite out of you. You hit it left off the tee, then you're certainly going to start to rack up a number. There's enough fairway down the right, but once again, if you hit a good drive and this hole is reachable for you, then you've got to worry about the water, which is to the right of this green. 5 wouldn't be the worst score you could make around here, that's for sure. I've seen 6s and 7s.
This is a good-looking shot. Can't hide the flagstick from that man. What an opportunity, a putt for eagle. Racking him and stacking him. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. Now to the 13th hole, and, oh, I don't know, should we just fly it over the mountains, Frank?
It looks like that, but then you better find dry land. 350 yards, but as the crow flies, it's probably just a little over 300 yards. I don't know if the mere mortals would really want to flash it across that desert ridge. You probably want to play a little left of it, have a little pitch up the hill, but if you're one of the longer hitters, why not just try it, see if you can make it.
What a display of power and precision off the tee. On the green here on the par 4 in 1. Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number 1, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Good roll, solid. That's a par. Frank, describe the layout here at the 14th hole. It's 444 yards. What a beautiful hole.
It is, and it's a beautiful view. You see everything from the top of that tee there. It's a hole that keeps bending to the left. There's enough bunkers down the left there to actually take your eye. That's why you got to fixate on something in the distance that's a much better line than worrying about that wall of sand down the left side.
Great strike and a great result. Sitting up, good chance to attack the flag. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Had a birdie here yesterday in there close. Great opportunity for another one. Birdie here yesterday, trying to do it again today. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Doing what needs to be done. You need to make them from that distance. Frank, in golf, there's nothing quite like the final round of a hotly contested championship, and this one could be a doozy.
And there's nothing quite like that leaderboard I'm looking at right now. We are going to have some amazing golf. This one is going to have to be won.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live final round coverage of the Tiburon Championship. Now to the par 3 15th hole here at Wolf Creek. Frank, this is the shortest hole on the course.
And their version of a postage stamp type hole, minus the bunkers on the right side. Green elevated, falls off as you can see down the left side. Club selection is vital, but it is such a short hole. It's very, very tempting, especially when that flag's on the left side, to still go at it. But you miss this green on the left and you are going to be considerably lower than the level of this green.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on that. Easy birdie.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Oh yeah, he's made it for a birdie. Short par 4, 16th hole, measures only 393 yards. But Frank, as is the case with pretty much every hole, despite the yardage, there's plenty of trouble.
It does. It plays tricks on the mind's eye here. It looks like it's a dogleg going. Really, it's built as a straight hole just across the canyon, and that's the way you've got to play it. I don't think you can drive the green. Even the longest hitters at 393 yards, but just a nice drive down there. Take the bunkers on, get it past there, and before you know it, you've got a little wedge in here, and it should set up nicely for a birdie.
Now ready for the explosion shot. Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Well, he's going for back-to-back birdies here, trying to jumpstart this round.
Some momentum moving in the right direction.
He's made it. Now to the 17th, par 5 here at Wolf Creek Golf Club.
Yeah, dogleg left. Tee shot obviously has to be played short of that creek down there. It's still going to be a reachable hole, even though this hole's at around the 550, 560 mark. But because you've got to play short of that stream, it's going to leave a lengthy second shot, and you've got to get the distance right on the button. Oh, that was sweet. Straight down the middle.
This could be a huge momentum swing here, Frank.
Yeah, one more good swing, and he's going to have an eagle putt coming up. I know you don't want to get ahead of yourself, but it is well on the cards.
Strong wind here early in the round. Good looking shot right here. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. So a tester from 4 feet. What a tremendous display of golf this has been. 18th hole, and Frank, again, a good scoring opportunity. Short par 4.
Yeah, if you looked at the scorecard, you'd think you could drive this green, but one quick look at the trouble in front and to the right of the screen, and you realize that's probably not the prudent play. Really, something 230, 240 yards off the tee in that vicinity is going to leave you just a flick wedge into this green. It is a rather narrow green, but from that distance, you'd expect to hit it close. Could have been a lot worse. That he didn't finish up too bad.
No, just on the fringe, so he'll still have an opportunity to knock this one in. Now playing the second here at the par 4. Nice approach shot. He'll be happy with that. To win the Tiburon Championship. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Rich, it came down to just a shot or two here or there, but we were treated some amazing golf this week.
Just one player standing, and that was earned, well-deserved, beautifully played.